So what does it really mean to be an engineer today? It's so much more than just crunching numbers and building stuff. It's this unique mix of identity, specific skills, and having a real impact on the world. In this explainer, we're going to break that role all the way down, giving you a super clear framework that connects who an engineer is to what they do as, well, an architect of change. If you're studying this for an exam, this is going to be your roadmap. Let's get right into it.
Here's how we're going to tackle this. We've got 4 main parts. First up, we'll nail down the basic identity. Who even is an engineer? Then we'll pop open their toolkit and see the must-have skills. After that, we'll see the engineer in action to really get their core functions. And finally, we'll zoom out to see their massive impact as architects of change.
Okay, Section 1. Who is a practicing engineer? I mean, really. Before we can talk about all the cool things they do or the tools they use, we have to get this core definition right. It's the foundation for literally everything else we're about to cover.
Let's break this down for a sec. Look at the 3 key actions here: apply, solve, and transform. See, an engineer doesn't just know the theory. They have to apply it. They don't just point out problems, they actually solve them. And, maybe most importantly, they don't just leave good ideas on a whiteboard, they transform them into real, practical solutions you can touch and use. That's the secret sauce that separates engineering from pure science. It's all about that practical application.
Now, this is a really important distinction, especially when we talk about professional responsibility. You've got your licensed professional engineer, the PE. That's the person with the authority to sign off on plans and offer services to the public. Then you've got everyone who's on the path to becoming a PE, getting that critical experience by working under one. This whole mentorship setup is fundamental to the profession, making sure high standards for safety and ethics are always passed on.
Okay, so we've got a handle on who an engineer is. Now let's look at what they need to actually succeed. I like to think of these attributes as the essential tools that every single engineer has to carry around in their professional toolkit.
This slide is just packed with key stuff, so let's focus. Being technically good? Yeah, that's your entry ticket. It gets you in the door, but that's it. Think about it. Your brilliant idea is totally useless if you can't communicate it to your team. Your problem-solving skills have to be guided by ethical integrity, making sure you're solving the right problems the right way. And in a world that's changing so fast, lifelong learning isn't a nice-to-have, it's a survival skill. These aren't just items on a list, they all work together.
And hey, if you want to be a leader, you've got to add these 4 attributes on top. This is how you scale your impact. You go from solving one technical problem to managing the entire project. It's about making tough calls when you don't have all the time or money you want. And so importantly, it's about seeing the bigger picture, that social and environmental responsibility that comes with the job. These are the things that turn a great engineer into a true leader who can drive a whole vision forward.
All right, so we've covered the who and the what they need. Now let's get into the what they actually do. This section is all about shifting from the engineer's identity to their day-to-day functions on any given project. This life cycle right here is the heart of what an engineer does. It's a loop. It all starts with step 1, design and development. That's the creative part, the brainstorming, the modeling, the first blueprint. But an idea isn't enough, which takes us to step 2, analysis and testing. This is where things get serious. Engineers run simulations, build prototypes, and basically try to break their own ideas to find every single flaw. Once it's proven to be solid and safe, we're on to step 3, implementation and operation. The solution gets built, it gets launched, and it's out there in the real world doing its job. But wait, it's not over. Step 4, maintenance and support, is key for long-term success. You gotta monitor it, fix bugs, and make it better over time. It's the whole shebang, from start to finish and beyond.
Now for our last section, and honestly, I think it's the most inspiring one. This is where we see the really big picture. Because engineers aren't just cogs in a machine, they are fundamentally reshaping our world. They are truly architects of change. This quote just perfectly ties everything together, doesn't it? We've already seen how engineers are problem solvers and designers, but it's this third role, the change agent, that really takes the profession to another level. It's the role that gives the other 2 their ultimate purpose, to drive human progress. So what does change agent actually mean? It means being proactive, not reactive. You're not just sitting around waiting for someone to give you a problem to solve. You are actively identifying ways to make things better, initiating new ideas when everyone else is happy with how things are, implementing those new solutions, and, this is huge, influencing the people around you to get on board with that positive change. And this whole idea of being a change agent, it's not just some abstract concept. It shows up in 6 critical ways that touch pretty much every part of our lives.
Let's break down exactly how engineers are shaping our world. Okay, this table is pure gold, especially if you have an exam coming up. Let's go through it. First, technological transformation. Engineers are right there on the front lines, giving us game changers like AI and renewable energy. Second, they take on massive societal challenges. Designing things like low-cost water purification systems for communities that need them, that's engineering for humanity. Third is sustainable development. Engineers are the ones creating green buildings and biodegradable materials, helping us protect the planet. Fourth, they fuel economic growth. When they design more efficient systems, like automating a supply chain, that boosts productivity for everybody. Fifth, digital innovation. From health apps on your phone to the AI that's everywhere, engineers are building our digital future. And finally, disaster management. Designing earthquake-resistant buildings or early warning systems, that's not just about concrete and steel, that's about saving lives. Each one is a massive way engineers change the world.
So there you have it, the modern engineer, a problem solver, a designer, and a powerful, powerful change agent. We've looked at their identity, their tools, and their incredible impact. The only question left is the one on your screen, and it's for you to think about. What change will you engineer?